As an MSP, have you been lulled into a false sense of security? It's hard for you to win a client, but when they do join you, they stay with you for years, right? But what if that retention was not because they're in love with your service, but because it's such a mind-blowing event for them to think about switching to another MSP, so it just feels easier to stay with you? If this hasn't happened to you yet, are you confident that right now a client isn't secretly looking into leaving? Here's a simple solution to proactively work on your retention without having to do tons of extra work, and you might even generate some extra revenue along the way. Most MSPs I meet are rightly proud of how long their clients stay with them. You'll hear them say things like, "Oh yeah, we've still got our first ever client from 10 years ago," or "Our retention rate is 98%. And on the surface, that's brilliant. But here's the uncomfortable truth. A lot of that so-called loyalty isn't really loyalty at all. It's just inertia. Your clients aren't staying because they're wildly in love with your service. They're staying because it feels too hard to leave. Think about it. Moving to a new MSP is a massive hassle. It's complicated, it's risky, and they don't really understand all of the tech side of it anyway. So even if they're not 100% happy, it's easier to just stick with what they've got. That's called inertia loyalty, and the danger is it gives MSPs a false sense of security. You might think you're doing a great job keeping clients happy, but the moment one of those loyal clients gets a real reason to look around, they will. Maybe a competitor reaches out at just the right time. Maybe there's a big mistake, or your main contact leaves. Suddenly, that inertia disappears, and the client that would never leave is gone. If this hasn't happened to you yet, I promise it will at some point. It's horrible. None of us wants to think about it, but it's also a wake-up call. And the way I see it, we can prevent it. So, what's the answer? Well, you can't just hope that loyalty lasts. You've got to work at it. You've got to turn those stuck clients into bonded clients, the kind who stay because they genuinely want to. And the good news is, this doesn't take huge gestures. It's about doing small things regularly that make your clients feel valued, connected, and confident that you're on their side. Here are a few ways to get you started. Number 1, schedule regular non-tech calls. So not ticket reviews, not project updates, just a short, friendly catch-up every quarter. Ask them how their business is doing, what's changed, what they're focusing on, and just show that you care about them as people and not just devices. I mean, really, this is basic account management, and you don't need a separate account manager to do it. You could make one call a week to a different client and achieve this exact effect. Interestingly, some of these calls will act as mini QBRs, quarterly business reviews, although I prefer to call them strategic reviews because quarterly is overkill. And what I mean by that is that when you're chatting to your clients about their business and their future, some of them will give you opportunities to sell them something else. And when I say sell, I don't really mean pushing something they don't really want or need. I mean giving them an answer to a problem that they already have. There are many more things that your clients would buy from your MSP if only you had more conversations with them and discovered what those opportunities were. Number 2, share micro wins. When your team prevents downtime or spots a phishing attempt or saves a client from an outage, tell all of your clients. Don't assume they know how much value you deliver. A quick email saying, "Oh, we caught this before it became an issue," and maybe even if you sorted that out for another client and therefore you could stop it being an issue for this client, that would just help to reinforce why they keep paying you. Number 3, celebrate milestones. Client anniversaries, staff birthdays, major business wins. Take a note of them and send a little message or a card or something like that. It's simple, it's human, and it helps you to stand out. Number 4, ask for feedback and then act on it. Not just surveys, but actual conversations. "Hey, how are we doing? Is there anything we could do to make life easier for you?" And then follow up when you do something about it, because clients really do remember that. And number 5, keep showing them the future. Don't let your relationship be about keeping things running. Be that MSP that nudges them forward. Show them new ideas, new tools, and new efficiencies. Clients bond with the MSP that helps them progress. So if you do these things regularly, not as one-offs, but as habits, as a system that's baked into the business, then you'll build relationships that go way beyond inertia. Because real loyalty isn't built on contracts or complexity. It's built on connection, trust, and the feeling that their MSP is always looking out for them.
Paul Green's MSP Marketing Edge.